Hey everyone, it's Leon. Welcome back to the Spring Has Sprung edition of What's New at Kentik. Well, not here in Cleveland. We've got another month until we can safely predict that it won't snow. God knows that nobody moves to Cleveland for the wet. Sorry about that. As I was saying, it's a new episode of What's New at Kentik, and today I'm covering Kentik Journeys, our PeeringDB integration, and an API-licious new to you. So, let's get started. Now, in the last episode of What's New at Kentik, I introduced Kentik AI. Yep, AI in the Kentik platform is now a thing. But if the only thing that distinguished AI and LLMs was their ability to turn plain English into queries, I can legitimately claim to have been using AI back in 1989 with Semantic's Q&A database. Look it up. It was a thing. Yes, I'm old. Here's the thing. When troubleshooting, engineers don't just ask one question and call it a day. They typically ask a question, analyze the answer, and then ask another question. And hopefully it's a better informed question. Now sometimes this process is simple. Often it is not. And of course we repeat this process until we get to the root cause and can start fixing the actual issue. Kentik Journeys addresses this need within the Kentik platform. Journeys provide a dedicated space to perform this iterative process, saving questions and answers as the user performs their troubleshooting journey. Now, the real power of Journeys is its network context, meaning it understands your network, the devices involved, the VPCs and transit gateways running in the cloud, the apps consuming the bandwidth, and so on. Kentik Journeys takes the idea of ask me a question type of AI and makes it more than just a magic trick. It provides an AI-assisted conversational user experience that's purpose-built for troubleshooting and network analysis. Now, every few years, minutes, seconds, a bunch of trust fund, nepo baby tech bras get together for their upcoming ritual of saying stupid crap like, "Bruh, what if we did like Uber, but each driver only did a specific part of town and just drove back and forth on the same route? Buses! You've just invented buses, you coked up jackwagon!" Here at Kentik, one of the things we hear about a bunch is, "No, but bruh, you know traceroute? Yeah, what if we scraped all those data points and we put them into a database? We could totally sell that to people and make billions!" Sadly, for the tech bros, but happily for us, a database with all the connection points across the internet already exists. PeeringDB was invented in 2004. It's a user-maintained database containing all types of interconnection data for networks, clouds, services, enterprise, and interconnection facilities. In fact, it's the thing most systems use to make decisions about where to route packets today. And it's now available in the Kentik platform. Actually, PeeringDB has been integrated into Kentik since the spring of 2023. The new part is that PeeringDB is now part of the Data Explorer as a queryable filter set. But since What's New at Kentik has only been around for 5 episodes now, I'm still catching up. So let me break this down for you. Start off in the Data Explorer and click one of the devices or sites within your display. If you click on a device, you'll have a chance to dig into additional details, including the ASN PeeringDB information. Click on that, and you're presented with a wealth of information on the inbound and outbound traffic ratios, geographic footprints, peering policies, and a lot more. But that's actually old news and would more appropriately belong in the new to you section. What's new is the integration directly into Data Explorer. In any query, you can now filter on PeeringDB elements like ASNs that are a member of a specific internet exchange, or have an internet exchange in common, or have a particular peering policy, or ASNs that are available to a specific facility, or that have a facility in common. And you can filter on those elements whether they are the source, the destination, or both. Now, including insights from the PeeringDB system is just one more way that Kentik is helping folks ask any question, and we mean any question, about their network. A lot of people like to say that networks are like the plumbing for the internet. Now, if that's true, and data is the water flowing through those pipes, then APIs are the water heaters that keep us from freezing our ASNs off in the shower. These days, there are APIs for just about everything, from Pokemon, to Chuck Norris jokes, to the latest XKCD comic, to the obligatory cute cat picture. And in fact, Kentik has an API too. This lets you interact with all your network observability data at the programmatic level, so you can build interactions between tools or just get a lot of data faster than you'd normally be able to by mousing and clicking around. But how do you build an API call? Like, where do you get all those commands? It's actually really simple. Start off in Data Explorer, build your query, then at the top of the screen click Actions, and right there is the Show API Call option. Pick whether you want the API to provide data for a chart, raw data, or JSON. From here, you can copy the API call and paste it into the program that you're building. Note that you're going to need to edit that information with your API token, but otherwise, it's pretty much ready to go. Showing the API call needed to get any type of data out of Kentik is incredibly useful because it lets you quickly integrate Kentik into your other tools like ticket systems and application performance tools, and it's also really easy to use. And it has been around for a while, but it might be new to you, and that's fine. Well, I've managed to get through this episode with a minimum of swearing. I'm honestly not sure if that makes it better than most or not. Now here at Kentik, we know there is a lot of bingeable content out there. I mean, you could have spent this time catching up on The Three Body Problem or rewatching Kung Fury. So we appreciate you spending some of your precious viewing time with us instead. If you loved today's episode, remember to click like and subscribe for notifications on future episodes. And if you hated today's episode, remember to hit like and subscribe so you can watch us improve. For What's New at Kentik, I'm Leon Adato.